really who cares about society? But I'm kind of like, what would society say? Is this right for me to continue gaming when maybe I should be having kids of my own, and here I am still gaming.
So hello guys, welcome to the first episode of the Big Gamer Show, and in this show today I'm going to reveal the winner of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare giveaway contest. So watch the video till the end, and this interview is very exciting, and we have Deviedowner as the first guest of the Big Gamer Show. Welcome to the show. How you're doing?
Thank you. I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so like before we can get this interview started, I want to ask you first thing about the Hellblade Senua character. Like I've seen the picture of you like impersonating that character. So what went through your mind like when you were like impersonating her? Like what was your thought?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I played that game. I finished it a couple months ago, and it really kind of resonated with me just because the story has such a big kind of like love story in the background of her and what she goes through. And it really just, it was an emotional game. I mean, I cried when I played it. And so I love Vikings, but also just, like I said, just the fact that it was a love story partially. And so it just really made me want to impersonate her, and I think it was kind of empowering to do so because she's such a badass in that game, and so it just it's kind of it was empowering as I just did that sort of face paint and everything.
Okay, so like getting the topic of Viking now, have you seen the recent trailer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so like your thoughts on that? Did you like the trailer? Like personally speaking, I really liked that trailer. It was like very action packed. So what
Yes,
were your
yeah.
thoughts on that?
Yeah, my thoughts on that, I mean, I like Assassin's Creed, but like I said prior, I love Vikings, and so Assassin's Creed plus Vikings for me is just very epic, and the trailer was just mind-blowing for me, and I'm really excited for that game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like there are so many gaming companies out there, EA Sports, Ubisoft is there, Activison is there, like so many others there. So you have any particular choice, like what you feel going forward, how the gaming industry is evolving, and which of these companies do you see like delivering what gamers want and like really listening to the gamers? What do you think? Which company has come close to it?
Um, wow, that's a good question, to be honest with you. Um, I think they do their best, like I think I tweeted Activision several times recently, and I'm not saying that they listened to me, but shortly after I tweeted them, maybe like a day or two after, I saw some things fixed and they did updates. So I think Activision's doing a pretty decent job, especially with Warzone and how popular Warzone is, and everyone being home, playing Warzone right now. I know that the people that make Fortnite, that company does really well and listens to their Fortnite consumers a lot. So I think those are two that do really, really well.
Okay. Okay. So now, have you played FIFA 20?
Yes, I
So like
have.
so did you like it, or it was just an downgraded version of all the FIFA versions which have come out? What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, I have never really been great at any sports games, but I've always loved FIFA because I play soccer or football myself. So I've always loved and tried to play FIFA, but I mean, for me, I hate to say it, but every FIFA is almost the same to me. Maybe with like a little differences here and there, and of course the teams and the kits are different, whatever. But yeah, to me, I just think it was like FIFA 19 in a sense, but I still enjoy playing it until I get frustrated.
Okay. So like so when did your like gaming journey start? From which age have you started playing games, or from which age it started?
I had to be about 4 or 5 years old, and
Mm-hmm.
it's funny because I remember the day that I like first held a controller, and I remember that day quite well. But yeah, I was about 4 or 5, and my dad handed me a controller, and then that same day I played Duck Hunt. So I was holding the, if you remember the old Nintendo, gun.
Yes.
And anyway, so yeah, yeah.
Okay, so when did you really decide that you have to be like gaming is obviously your passion. So when did you
Mhm.
decide that I will play the game also and also stream it too? So when that thought came into your mind?
Yeah, yeah. So I think, streaming was in my mind for a long time. And I always had this, unfortunately, it was like a negative attitude towards it, meaning I was like, that's something that I could never do. And I just, for some reason, was like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I had several good friends kind of push me and say, Dev, like, why don't you start streaming? Why don't you start streaming? I think you do really well and it would be really fun and you should do it. And so, kind of with some friends' help and some, cheering me on, sort of, so to speak, I began in, I think it was beginning of August of last year. So it hasn't been too long. Yeah. So, and, I've been streaming. When I first started, I was doing it quite a bit. And then I just, now I'm kind of off and on with it, and I don't have like a set schedule, but I still love to do it when I can. So, yeah.
Mhm. So when we can see you in a like playing a PC game in a PC setup? Like I've heard you are building up your own PC.
Yeah, I
So
am. I'm slowly but surely building a PC. I have some parts on the way, and I have a couple things already here. So I'm really, really, really excited for that. And yeah, I'm doing it slowly but surely, just so it's not so overwhelming. And to
mhm.
me, it's cheaper that way, just to kind of get it little by little. If you're able to do it over a span of a couple months or something like that, it's, to me, it's more doable that way. So that's what my plan is.
Okay, and like, do you see virtual reality games being the future of gaming industries? Like VR game, like a VR headset, all those kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I was talking to someone about this at work the other day, and he was telling me that he has a VR, and he has like Skyrim on there, and how awesome it is. And I think that that could be the future, but I also see, as we're seeing now, I mean, PCs are getting more popular, and I think that the consoles just, they're trying to keep up with PCs now because PCs are so popular. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they'll obviously ever match up to a PC. So I see PCs getting more popular for everyone, especially with pre-builds, all, being available. And I think VRs are going to get more popular. I think that that's something that people will start to get into a little bit more as well. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So okay, so we'll move on to the rapid fire session. So I will
Yeah.
ask you random 5 questions. So
Okay.
whatever comes first in your mind, you can just say it without
Okay.
thinking and
Okay.
thinking so much about that. So the first question is, which gaming character would you like to marry if you get an opportunity?
Oh, that would be Geralt, of
Okay.
course, from The Witcher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second question. Any game which initially you didn't like, but after playing the game, you felt that this game was very awesome.
Um, oh, you know what? I had one in my head, to be honest, and I can't think of. Oh, you know what? I think that would be Subnautica. I think at first, yeah, I just recently played it, Subnautica. That I was kind of like, oh, I think I'm gonna like this. And then after a while, I started to like it.
Okay. Which is the best football series, FIFA or Pro Evolution Soccer?
Oh, definitely FIFA for me.
Okay. Which is the best war game, Call of Duty series or Battlefield series?
Oh, that's so tough. I'd say Call of Duty always has kind of won me over. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now the next question, the last question is, uh, Are console gamers great or PC gamers great? Which one would you choose?
I definitely think that PC gamers have the advantage. Yeah.
Okay, so I think you were completely honest in those all rapid fires.
Yeah.
What are you think is the most important thing the game should have? That's the like spine of the game. What do you think is the most important in a game that it must have?
I'd say for me, for the most part, it's story. I think if the game has a decent story that you can kind of follow, I think that's the most important thing. But then it's also gameplay for me. If I don't really enjoy, the gameplay, or it's just not really my style, then it's not for me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'd say first and foremost is story. It's the storyline. Yeah.
Okay. And like, what are your thoughts? Like, you see a lot of games getting remade, remastered, like Resident Evil series getting
Yeah.
remake, remaster. Call of Duty is also has remastered so many series. So, what do you think? It is the what do you call like the gaming, the developers are not getting new stories. That's why they are remaking the old ones, or it is good. We are getting to play the old games in a remaster mode. What are your thoughts on the games getting
Um,
remastered?
I think my thoughts are mainly the fact that maybe those are games that people really, really, really enjoyed. Like one that comes to mind for me is the Final Fantasy remake that just came out. I mean, there's so
Hmm.
many die-hard Final Fantasy fans, for example, and you could say that with really any remaster. I think that there's just so many die-hard fans. Um, and I think those remastered games really, really, really hit home for people, and people, the feelings of playing the remastered games kind of come back that they had when they first played the old ones. And I think that that's just something that is so special for people. So I think that it's great that they're doing those sort of things for people. I think that's amazing. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So so now there are completely like Xbox exclusive games like The Last of Us, so many games. So do you want such kind of games to migrate to PC also, or like you want the exclusives game to remain exclusive and PC gamers should not get the taste of that?
That's a good question, to be honest. I think that maybe that's why these console games can remain special for people, is because
Mm.
they are exclusive to that console. And yeah, I think that, like, for a majority, I think PC gamers have a lot to choose from, and I think that if, the exclusives remain exclusives, then I think that's fine. I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
That's a nice thought. I wonder what the gamers would react to that. That's a nice
Yeah.
thought.
I
Okay.
think that a lot of PC gamers, though, are also console gamers. I think that that's not for everyone, but I think that a
Mm.
lot of PC gamers also have maybe one console, and so they can still take advantage of some of those exclusives anyways, because I know a lot of PC gamers that, own a PS4, or sorry, own a PS4 or own an Xbox, or, and they're maybe not just strictly PC. So I think people can still kind of take advantage if they really want to. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. So, like, do you still want to see yourself gaming when you aged at 50, 60? You still want to have yourself your a controller in your hand?
Yeah, I think, like I said earlier, it's not really something that I see myself growing out of, and I think I've kind of struggled in a sense, because I'm like, oh man, I'm getting older. Should I still be doing this? Should I, like, what is really, who cares about society? But I'm kind of like, what would society say? Is this right for me to continue gaming when maybe I should be having kids of my own, and here I am still gaming, waking up late and gaming like a child almost. Is that okay? Is that
I,
okay? You know, and people say, who the heck cares? Like, yeah, of course that's fine. It's your thing, it's your passion, it's your
mm,
hobby. That's what it is. That's what it's been. It makes you happy. And so like I really do. I see myself being 50, 60, maybe having grandkids or whatever. And here I am playing video games with them. I don't know. I don't see myself growing out of it. So,
Like,
yeah.
now I can picture yourself having a baby in one hand and having a controller in the other hand. Like the both can go simultaneously without any issue.
Yes, I know. I can see myself putting the baby down to nap and being like, should I nap or should I just get some game time in? You know?
Great, great, great. So we have come to the part where she will announce the winner of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare giveaway, and the winner is, kindly can you tell?
The winner of the giveaway is Monte Cristo. Congratulations. Yeah.
So here's the winner, Monte Cristo. Congratulations, and I really loved your comment. And the winner is picked up through random pickers. So congratulations, and I will contact you by email. And also, like, if we have time, can I see your gaming setup if it is possible? Like,
Yeah, it's a little messy, but you want to see that right now? I'm
yes, yes,
totally,
yes, yes, I can
yeah,
see.
for sure, for sure. Okay, let me. How do I turn this one around?
I think they will be on top. There will be some camera symbol. Hopefully
Whoops.
you can hopefully you can
That
find
was,
that screen. Okay, you took a snapshot. Okay,
yeah,
good.
I took a.
It happens. It happens
There's,
when you use some apps for the first time.
I know I've not used Skype ever, so forgive
Mhm.
me. I don't see a.
I think there would be
Oh,
a
here we go.
yes,
I
yes.
got it. Okay, all right. So this is what I have so far of my setup. Okay. So I have the 24-inch curved monitor, 144 hertz. I have the Razer speakers. I added the Nano Leaf not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
My mic. I've got the Razer headset and the bass stand. And then if you come down, I have the Game Over light, and behind that is the Xbox and my little RGB cube. And I would say that is really it. I've worked on the cable management, if you saw,
Mm-hmm.
and that was difficult. I can imagine what it's going to be like when I have the PC set up.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And like about your headset, like it had a cool Catwoman type of like headset. It had
yeah,
something.
yeah, I've got the little ears on the headset, which is kind of I think, a little trendy right now with all the
Mm-hmm.
gaming girls. But so I have them so that I can take them off if I really feel like it. And they're cute. I like it. So
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Like before we close this interview session, one advice you want to give to the upcoming gamers who are really passionate about gaming and also they want to stream and make a big name about themselves. So, any advice which you want to give?
Yeah, I do. I would say that, yeah, keep going. First of all, if you want to stream, that's great. I also think, though, you can't go into it with a mind of you're gonna go somewhere. You can't think of it as I'm gonna be a full-time streamer. I want to make money doing this. In my opinion, if that's why you're doing it for the wrong reasons. I think that's just my opinion, and you're not going to go anywhere. I think that if you're passionate about gaming, and I think that things like that might come later on. That's not personally why I do it. I do it for fun. I don't have it in my mind that I'm ever going to be famous. I don't have it in my mind that I want to make money. Um, I think that it needs to be something that you do for fun in at first, and then if
Mm-hmm.
it goes somewhere, then by all means, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's my opinion. And but like I said, if you work hard and you grind it out, it's great. It's fun, and like I said, it could go somewhere for you. So yeah.
Great, great, great. So it was nice having an interview with you. Like I think this interview would be very inspiring to all the gamers out there who are looking to make a name for themselves, as well as like one thing is that as a gamer we always have to be passionate about gaming because that's the love that is driving us forward.
Right. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Thank you
Mhm.
so much again. I really appreciate it.
It was a pleasure having you on the show.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you
very
so
much.
much. Thank you so
Okay.
much.